Okay, so this chapter of Shokugeki no Soma was really interesting. So let me crack down to it. This time around, I'm going to be, after the intro, I'm going to be doing something different. I have written down notes and everything that I have decided to use and talk about the plot points of each chapter. And I want to try and discuss them as briefly as possible. And everything. I'm also trying something new as well by using the glass cabinets as like area points of where images are going to be overlaid. But other than that, this was a great chapter, but let me go more in depth of it into the review. So without further ado, hit the intro. Double up. Okay, so this show was really fun. It was really enjoyable. It was really great, but near the end, it could have been better if they included something like Charles is Anime World, leader of the 00 Club, mentioned. It could have been better, but one of the things I think what made me interesting was, yet again, like always, I've mentioned the whole wall. And this wall represents Azami and Central's way of cooking. And as you can tell, this wall is what literally is the stopping point for what Azami wants. And there were students, literally the students, some of the students that were following Azami's way of cooking was getting nearly to that wall and everything. And they were starting to forget what order was they needed to do things in and what order they had to make sure the ingredients are right. This is where this wall comes in. Like I've always mentioned in all my reviews, that this wall is literally where the whole Azam zombies that Charles is Anime World, leader of the 00 Club, I will always credit him as the leader of the 00 Club, mentioned that combining it with my wall idea is that is the perfect way. This wall represents perfection and not their own way of cooking and everything. Also on the same page, the panel with Erina just looking like, she seems like she's worried and hoping Soma and the others of Soma's squad hurries back, but at the same time it looked like she got sick of hearing her father's name being mentioned by the students, that saying that if they don't follow Azami, head teacher Azami's way or anything, and rebel and everything, just it seems like she got annoyed and sick of it, and that she hates seeing his way of cooking now being presented, even though she still, I think, admires his way of cooking, but it's not her style of cooking. It's not her style that she now wants, and she's sick of seeing everybody just following exactly what Master Azami showcases, and really does bring in what could be the next stage of cooking, what Soma knows and what Jericho told him, that goes past yet again, that they, Alice and probably most of the rebels, are cooking and are bypassing that wall and becoming greater cooks, in my opinion. And the teacher, and then also at the same time, the teacher, while Soma's squad or team and everything was still like probably at the fish market trying to find ingredients that they want, their better ingredients, she's there snickering away, just going, ha ha, I just hope they are late, because then they can fail without even being able to present me any dishes, type of thing. And it really did annoyed me in some cases, but at the same time really did bring on a great way to showcase that she was just an annoying examiner to begin with, and I don't really like her as much as I would have done. So Soma's squad returns with their new salmon, what was timeless salmon, also known as Toshiki Raizu salmon, that translate into English as timeless salmon. So they bring this timeless salmon that is frozen in this brine freeze style. Brina, I think it's called Brina, I can't remember beforehand, Brina freezer. and they also were able to defrost it, not a lot, but being able to freeze it so they can still cook as fast as they can. So they bring that. One of the things, and it's not one of my notes, but I am going to bring up, fun fact that Shokugeki was saying don't boss me around or anything like that, even because Soma acted like the leader for this squad, so they can make sure. And the monster trio, I'm calling them the monster trio at the moment for this squad, is Soma, Alice, and they're preparing their dish very fast, very quick, and making it prepared and look nice and presentable. Then we cut to the examiner trying the dish and really enjoying it. Some of the students that ended up seeing their dish after it was shown and presented all looked like they all wanted to try some, and these were probably the same. These are the same students that were pretty much mocking them because they are against Azami's way of things and everything, and then they see their dish because they think they can't make a great dish if they don't follow Azami's way of cooking. They then see Soma's squad's dish and it looks beautiful, it looks nice, it looks scrumptious. I just wanted to try some of it as well, and it just goes to show that this is the kind of thing that could bring very interesting ways of cooking as well. So after this, she did have quite a foodgasm, but she literally did enjoy the food. There's no denying that that the examiner did not enjoy the food, and at the end she passes Soma's squad. They passed the first round, even though that the first round was meant to make them crumble, and this wasn't, and this didn't stop them. So next round, I don't know how this is going to be. It is them being in squads actually all part of these rounds, and round one is the first squad's test, and the next test is they're not going to fight against each other. We don't know if it's going to be exactly like the autumn election arc, where they end up working as teams and then have to fight each other. It could all be they are put into teams from the first round, and then they have to stay in these teams for the following round to get into the goals, and it's the final goal where the squads have to then fight other squad members, other team members, to get to the final round. That's how I think of it, because it's kind of weird putting them in teams first and then they have to separate in their own ways beforehand. I think this whole team thing is actually going to be staying in a lot of ways, but at the same time it's going to be one of those type of chapters that arcs that would end up them splitting for the second round. But I think this squad thing might be actually the main thing that keeps them. They are splitting them up in teams, but they might end up having the squads might be randomized again. So round two they might be in different teams again. So they're not going to be facing each other off. It could end up being round two. They have to check, the squads get shuffled around again for everything. But other than that, this was a fun chapter. So overall, this was my review for chapter 174 of the greatness known as Shokugeki no Soma. I have been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, member of the 00 Club, and if you want to give your thoughts and theories of how the next round's going to be, comment down below, and I'll probably try do something similar, try to answer some of them in a separate video, and I'll give you my thoughts on what it could possibly be. Just comment down below. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this review of Shokugeki no Soma chapter 174. Like always, you can hit the I to bring down the comment anytime during this video, and check out my other chapter reviews of the greatness known as Shokugeki no Soma, or you can also check out the playlist where all my reviews have been placed in, by clicking the I as well. And if you enjoyed what you've watched and enjoyed what you've seen, you can hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, I mainly am going to be posting on Twitter now. Follow me, the links are down in the video description. Also, if you got Anime Amino and you want to follow me there or friend me on there, just search Kai's Otaku Corner. I'm not on there much as I used to be, but I still got the app and I keep up to date of what's being posted there, so you can also find me there. And other than that, I'll see you next time. I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, member of the 00 Club, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.